right. Hello everyone, good afternoon. So it is about 1:30 or 13:30 Central Standard Time, and I'm kind of standing out here, I don't know if you can hear me, on my kind of lower deck. So the wind's just picked up. It's been a relatively quiet day, hence why I haven't put any videos out. But it's been a relatively quiet day. The wind picked up and my siding started flapping in the wind behind me. I don't know if you can see that, and some of it blew off. It blew off on a thunderstorm not terribly long ago, but it blew back off. But if you look at the radar picture right here, you can see these bands have kind of been getting sheared off. Let's see if I can draw it. But these bands have been kind of getting sheared off. Oh, the wind's kind of blowing my phone. But they've been sheared off all day long, and it's just kept those bands from pushing in here. But that has kind of abated a little bit, and the storm has moved a bit west in this direction. So kind of a northwesterly or a west-northwesterly movement. So let's hope we get that one jolt of weather that I've wanted and kind of been up for 3 days hoping for. So let's hope we get a little bit of it. My wife doubts me and calls my weather forecast whack, which I took that to heart. So we better get a little bit of weather here. So let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so I'm on my deck and the wife has called me out. Carla, I took that to heart. So again, I've expected these squall lines to push across all day long. I actually had a chance to run to Mobile, come back, and she is now guaranteed it will not actually rain at all. So that's now the bet. But again, this storm has just now begun to turn west. So I'm expecting this squall line to move over relatively soon. So behind me in this direction is my south. I don't know if you can see it very well. Actually, let me flip the camera around so you can see a little better. It looks like a beautiful blue day on this side of me. But if you look off to my south and my east, it's a whole different story. Hold on, I'll flip it around. Okay, so it's a little bit windy with the phone held this way. So hopefully you can hear me. But I'll zoom in on some of these clouds, and these clouds were just not visible. It was a blue sky not terribly long ago. Let me zoom in a little bit, and you see these dark cloud tops moving really rapidly now off to the west. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So if you can hear the siding behind me, this corner of our house, and I'll kind of, so I don't make you sick going too fast, but the corner of our house is exposed when the wind comes out of the northeast, so we always lose siding on that corner. So that's not anything crazy, used to that, but the wind just started gusting. You know, I mean, I think this thing is now downgraded to a depression, and I think the winds are topped out at 40 miles an hour sustained with higher gusts, but generally right here on this island, we will get some gusts. The tide is relatively low. The low tide is at 2:45 Central Standard Time. So we're right there at the lowest of low tide. So I'm not terribly worried about any type of storm surge here. But right now it's just an absolute, I have to get some brunt force trauma from some rain here because the wife called me out. Even my dog's out here doubting me. So she's doubting, the kids are doubting. So we're going to see if we can put this together, but I'm calling it. This is happening, all right? Katana, do you still have faith? You don't have any faith? Come on, girl. I'm going to ask my youngest son, Justin, do you think it's going to rain or no? Yeah. You do? Okay, yeah, you can go. All right, you can see the blue sky over here. This is one of my trusty palm weather vane trees. It's a special breed of tree. It bows over just the way I like to see it bowed over. Special tree right there. It's bowed over. It's a great job tree. Holds it down every time. But I'm going to walk out here. It's going to be real hard to hear. It's my daughter Liliana. It's one of my kids. Or children, that was said. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at the water. Alright. So, the tide right now is really low. So this bulkhead, I got to be careful not to fall in. But this bulkhead right now is about 2 feet out of the water, so probably 24 inches. At high tide, it's generally about another foot higher. So there's really nothing abnormal currently, really, about the storm surge or anything. Well, I guess if it was low tide, it would be a little bit lower. But for the most part, storm surge isn't an issue. Our west end this island, which floods out a lot. If it's high tide and it's even a strong thunderstorm, it will flood. So luckily we haven't had that issue here. But look up in the sky, beautiful blue sky. There's another one of my trusty weather vane palm trees. It's a special breed. Great job, tree. And blue sky is this way. So that's my east, or my kind of my east northeast, due east, and south. Seagull is saying what's up. But again, it's a whole different story right there. And not 5 minutes ago, they weren't here. And then that's up there. But anyway, so just a quick shot of the yard. Nothing incredible. If it was high tide, though, this would be all submerged in water, as you can look back at some of the older videos and check it out. All right. It's supposed to be a hurricane, and they doubt my forecast so much she's going fishing. How is this even possible? All right, so my daughter thinks if there's a hurricane coming or a tropical storm that she's not going to catch a fish. So she usually catches them pretty quick. So she just casted it. I'm not going to bore you with this because, you know, we call it fishing, and that means that you have to fish for them. So I don't think she can do it that quickly. But I'm going to give her a couple of seconds to see if she can get it done. No nibbles. Well, I don't see a bite there, Miss Lily. Looks like my weather forecast might be right. Let's go, come on. Come on, Marco. Oh, she had a hit. It'd been a rod tip over. But it looks like they took the bait and ran. Oh, what happened? Oh, he hit it right there? Ah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda held your lip differently. You held your lip the wrong way. So this is my wife, Carla. So Carla, let me ask you a question. After all these years and all these weather forecasts, you now doubt my rain.
Yeah.
And that is because why?
How come you playing tennis for now? You training the kids.
You shall get rain, and rain you shall receive.
Where?
It's coming. You see what I'm saying? You will pay.
There is no rain.
All right. All right, Lily, back to fishing because your mom has lost faith. Jeez, do you understand this? This is what I go through. I don't get it. All these years, so the best dude on the planet, and she doubts my weather forecast. My tree doesn't. What's up, tree? Oh, be careful. Be careful. Oh, let's catch it. Let's catch it. Where's it at? Oh, let me see. It's a croaker. Let me see him. It's hard to hold my phone and him at the same time. So that's a croaker. We got to let the little guy go, though. You can hear him croak. Let him go. Be nice. Be nice. All right, you want to set him free?
Yeah.
Let me.
He's closing his mouth.
Let me see. Here, you hold the camera. You ready for the release?
Let me get closer.
Ready for the release? There he goes. All right, Lily, high five on the fish. Does that mean my weather's not coming? I have shrimp all over my hands. We'll see. It's a great job. Meanwhile, the clouds roll in. It's a great catch, Lily. Great catch. Don't forget about the rare version of the Asiatic bow tree palm. All right, Miss Gabriella, now it's your turn. By the way, she got into a downhill roll with her little brother. That's how she has the dot in the middle of. You know, you have a dot on your face. You got like a dot right on your face. All right, are you doubting Dad's weather forecast, or do you still think it's gonna downpour?
I think it's gonna downpour.
You think it's gonna downpour? All right, give me some fist pumps. Got some support right there. That's how we roll. It's looking a whole lot more real. So this is kind of the dark gray clouds I've been wanting to see. You know, I was beginning to think that this storm was going to be a big dud. I was going to change its name from Marco to Dudley because it was like a dud, you know, like a firecracker. You like a firecracker, and you light the fuse and you run and it's just like dud. But it looks like that might be changing shape. So wind's about the same as it was when it was sunny. So it's been maybe I can't quite recall. It's been maybe an hour and a half or an hour since my daughter was fishing right here. So if I haven't checked the forecast of the track, I kind of stopped because it was so close to shore, but it had to have slowed down somewhere, and then maybe picked up a little bit of steam or made that westerly turn. So if anybody knows in comments at around, I don't know, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, we were just watching Serena Williams play, and it was a long match. So anyway, I missed it, but I peeked out the window and I'm like, oh, it might not be a dud after all. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get some downpours, and this will kind of be something I'll put together to be the last video, and we'll sit back and see what happens with soon to be once again Hurricane Laura. So we'll see what these guys do and go from here. Let's go. Come on, give me some brunt. Let's get down. Come on. Woo! Ric Flair. Wow. I just felt raindrops. So a moment ago, Carla told me that it wasn't going to rain. So I got to find something so she can pay that debt off. But I just felt raindrops. So we'll see.
What are you talking about?
You gonna doubt my rain? You can't doubt my rain.
It's 3:16 and it's not even raining hard. I could have gone to the tennis court.
You doubted my rain. It's raining.
How you like your girl Bruce Lucy?
It's raining.
No, it's raining.
So kind of nice from up here. You can see the rain's falling. You can see it kind of coming across the water. So the rain's coming in from our east. So kind of that northeastern, or now I think it's pretty much right in my face. I think it's a pretty much due east rain in my face. So it's here. We'll see if this amounts to much. I thought it would be a lot stronger, a lot earlier in the day. Again, I lost a little bit of siding here, but that again is relatively typical. It's just one of those things that happens. But the rain is getting stiffer, so we'll see if maybe we can get some good old trusty tree bow. But we'll see what happens. Alright, everyone, I am signing out. So it is right around like 4:45 or close to 5 o'clock Central Standard Time on Monday, August 24th. And Marco is the idea of Marco and Laura overcoming Bonnie and Clyde's reputation. It can't happen. Marco was a dud, so Marco is Dudley. All right, so this was Tropical Storm, what once was Hurricane Marco, which is Dudley Marco. So anyway, hopefully everyone's good. It was kind of fun covering it for 3 days, even though, I mean, I was absolutely wrong. You know, absolutely swung and missed. You know, there's a rating scale for hurricanes. You know, it's category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think, what is it, tropical storm and tropical depression. I think I would give this one a negative 3.7846. Or maybe we would just call it like utter depression. Anyway, it just never happened. I mean, there's some clouds off to the south, but it seems like every time they get right next to Dolphin Island, the wind shear shears it right off before it can ever seemingly cross the bay. Anyway, my wife, called me out on this one. I got a couple drizzles. It's still drizzling a little bit, but nonetheless, I give this one a big thumbs down. Anyway, keep your eyes peeled for Laura. If Laura does kind of shift over or cause impacts here, then I'll definitely be back. But you can't win them all, and I'm sure the island here is, and as well as the entire northern Gulf Coast, that this didn't really pan out to very much. But I'm disappointed that there wasn't any extreme bow on my trees. No extreme bow, but nonetheless, we'll see you next time. All right, take care. See you later. Stay positive. I'm getting some sleep, and hopefully Laura will bring a little bit more than this Dudley. All right, take care. See you later. Thanks for watching. See ya.